that? It was just like how a paedophile would open it. I don't know why. It was just really weird.
Birds, 5 birds, birds, 5 birds, birds, 5 birds, 5 birds and a mic.
Hello and welcome to episode 46 of
47.
47? Sorry.
We just talked about it. Just literally 10 seconds before.
Whoa.
5
okay.
seconds.
All right, sassy. Welcome to episode 47 of 5 Birds and a Mic, the podcast that has 4 people, even though we've named it with 5 birds. And today we have 3 people, and one of them is sassy. But it's also different today because... That's you. It's also because we are recording in an evening because Andrew had a day job that he couldn't not attend. So he put off his other day job that kept him paid throughout lockdown and failed to tell us that he had this day job. So we are now here and it is past lunchtime. It is positively dinner time. So we might rattle through this quite quickly because I'm already hungry and we're cold. So if anyone is watching YouTube, Meg's shivering and we've got coats over our...
You've got a sleeping bag.
I have, well, yeah, it's me duffel, duffled up.
And G's got a throw.
And you are cold.
I'm really jealous.
And we've got Pepsi Maxes, so I do apologise if there is an added... sound effects this evening. We were hoping for a Frappuccino, but Meg didn't want to drive and park.
I didn't feel like it was fair that I was nominated.
Who normally goes?
You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone?
Nope.
No.
Nope. It involves driving.
Yeah. 500 yards down the road. But anyway, that's not what we're going to talk about today. We will try and talk about something, but before anyone realises, Emma's not disappeared. She just doesn't... Well, she's got kids, hasn't she? Well, I know I have, but Rob's gone back to Italy, hasn't he? He's left. Found it quite selfish. He didn't bother coming to see me, to be honest. But
Yeah. He should have really prioritised that.
yeah,
Yeah.
but swing why?
Just a little bit because you're going to be talking to them. There you go, perfect.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. That
Speak
was-
on a side.
Speak on the side.
On the side of your mouth.
Who talks out the side of the mouth? What's
Sean
that?
Connery.
Sean
I
Connery.
used to.
Oh.
Yes, we know.
All right, Andrew. You trying to be the 4th bird? You trying to get involved? Someone said something. Who said something the other day on a podcast? And they sort of said, if Andrew wants to get involved, maybe he should turn his mic on.
Yeah, if Andrew wants to chip in as much as he is, can you
Yeah.
get him mic'd
Yeah.
up?
That's a valid
Yeah.
point.
But there's also a reason why you haven't got mic'd up. Hint. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, that was really bitchy, wasn't it?
Why?
I feel sassy because I feel like I'm on the time because there's a clock right behind Andrew that George and I said when you went downstairs. She was like, right, if we start now and then we'll get finished and we'll be done. We'll be home soon. So it feels like we're put on the clock.
I'm sitting quiet sassy because Andrew is giving off tired sassy
He
vibes.
is giving off time.
Yeah.
Meg is on fucking second wind. So I don't know what you've had in the last 10 minutes, but she's going to come out with some corkers.
She's had some Pepsi Max she doesn't normally have.
And chocolate.
She's just, there's a lot of nervous energy going
She's
off
jumping.
here.
I'm excited. I'm not tired, Sassy.
You're excited? Were you
Oh.
excited?
Shocked.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't get that. That didn't come across, did it?
It didn't come across.
No,
that.
it didn't. It didn't come across.
I was watching myself the other day on a podcast and I'm like, I might be a twat.
How old are you?
6.
And you've just realised this now.
It took him 46 episodes to look through and go, do you know what? I might be an arsehole.
Was it on your... But maybe I should do that as well. A bit of self-reflection. Be like, oh.
Do you listen to them?
Maybe
I
watch the last episode.
Yeah, if I always feel like I should do a public apology because I just nailed in on Meg, didn't I?
Yeah.
I couldn't help myself. So I have to, apologise. Apologies to Meg. Maybe that's why I called it episode 46 because I almost have a do-over.
And also, I just need to, because I said we was on about flannels,
Are we
and
bringing
I
this up again?
said
Are we
I
bringing
had
flannel gate
3
up again?
grey flannels. That wasn't 3 grey flannels for different areas of the body. Like, I'm not insane.
different shades of grey.
But just no, it's just so basically I have my bamboo cloth for my face and then I have a flannel for my body, and at the end of the day when I've used the flannel it goes in the wash basket and then I get my new flannel out for the next day. So I'll have 3 flannels, so by day 3 they've been washed and I have a new set of flannels again. So they just get put in the wash. I don't have 3 body parts.
No, I didn't think you had 3.
That's how it came across, though. I think that's how everyone thought.
Oh, it's like
I had
Flanagan
I had one for my face,
Flanageddon.
one for my fanny, and then one for another body part. And I just wanted to make it clear that I don't have 3 separate ones for the same time. I have a face one, I have a body one, and then it goes in the
Spare
wash
one.
and I get a new one. I have 3 body ones, and one's been used.
Okay,
Right,
right.
I get it now.
I get
the
it
words,
now.
Your communication of how you've just done that has just made it sound like you only have
Yes.
3 flannels in your entire existence, and somehow you managed to face, body, and a spare, but the wash time
No.
to
Yes.
us adults doesn't correlate.
No.
So now you've only just explained 2 episodes later.
Look, it had
that
gone
there's
too
3
far.
bodies.
I couldn't get a word in edgeways.
Pardon?
Oh, a word in flannel-wise.
Hang on, a word in
A word
hedgeways.
in hedgeways and fucking hedges. What a bastard.
Those cheeky
hedgeways.
fucking edges, they don't let you
Do
get
what you
in.
should do.
They
You
don't
should
let you
wear
wedge in
flannels on
anywhere.
them.
A word in hedgeways.
A word, pardon?
A word in edgewise.
Edgewise.
Edgeways.
Edge. Well, it depends. Edgeways, the
Better than
British,
hedge.
or edgewise. We said either or.
Either or. Oh, she's looking at me again like that.
The eyes are back.
Actually,
The
now.
eyes are back. Hey.
In Zoom, I didn't have the eye feeling. Today I have. I was going to ignore it completely, yet Meg's brought it
But
up.
no,
And now
I felt
can't.
like
All
I
I've got
had
is
to
blah, 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 blah.
explain. I had to explain it because it didn't come across right. And I just,
It came across like you only had 3 flannels in the world.
No, well, it did. But I'm glad that you've had a chance to explain your flanneling situation.
She got her word in hedgeways. Emma, we need you.
Emma would say something really witty right now.
Yeah.
That would just...
Emma normally sticks up for me as
Yeah,
well.
I know. I'm sorry, Meg.
It's okay.
Anyway, let's hedge our bets. Couldn't even keep a straight face to that one. I'm sorry.
Cheap humour.
Oh, my word. So, as usual, on the podcast, shall we see and do a check-in to see how everyone is? Should we start with Megan?
How are you?
How
good.
have you been?
See, the 3 thing is weird because I feel like I'm just being interviewed by, I don't know who to look at.
Because you sat in the middle.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like it.
Well, normally Emma doesn't look at me at all. She just angles to you guys.
Yeah.
So it's fine. Just divert your gaze because it's quite intense. So just stay at George. There we are.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, there's nothing really to report, is there? Back at work. I've had a shower. Life's good. Got a reason to get up in the morning now, haven't I? So life's great. No, obviously
Fucking
everything's
hell.
fine.
At this point, if you're on YouTube, you're just going to see a number flash up for the fucking Samaritan.
At the end. If you have seen anything in this episode
that has triggered something inside you, please get in contact with Meg on her Instagram. Because we couldn't give a fuck that you feel lonely at Christmas. Because it's boring to listen to. Have you showered today? Go think about it.
And by the way, she doesn't just have 3 flannels.
No, just want to make it clear. No, it's good. It's December now, isn't it? So it's just Christmassy.
It does feel weird though because normally you are ridiculous.
I'm a Christmas elf.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your Christmas
you're not
earrings
so
would have
elfy.
kicked in
Yeah.
late November.
Yeah.
You're not so elfy.
No.
I know that's different because
No.
obviously it's first time on your own. So
Yeah.
I guess it feels slightly different. And in theory, you can't really be the ho 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 that you want to be.
Could be a ho ho
Ho ho
Yeah.
ho. It could be a very quiet ho ho ho.
Ho,
Don't
ho,
tell
ho.
Boris.
No.
But you could. It's just not the same, is it?
No.
No,
So I
it's
guess
not.
your
You can't go
single
out and do.
home-
Yeah, my idea of my first single Christmas was very different to what this year
Oh, I would have wanted it to be
Is-
very different as well.
is, which is a shame. But I'll postpone to next year. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Just don't let anyone snaffle you up.
If
Yeah.
anything, I think having your first single Christmas with circumstances like this,
It's probably safer.
it's not that it's safer, it's probably better for your mental health. And I say
Yeah.
that out of experience.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
genuinely mean that. It will probably do you better in the long run to be cocooned somewhat
Yes.
rather than to be let loose
Yeah.
into the wild with the tinsel coming out your ears.
To be fair, when we did go out when she was taken, there was a lot of batting away. Whereas almost because she was going to be ho 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 ho, that we would have maybe potentially less batted. So there would have been a lot more pushing away when when Meg realised that she wasn't that interested in all of them.
Yes. Yeah, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah, hindsight, we'll only know afterwards, won't we?
We will. That first night out.
Oh, that's dangerous. It is dangerous. It feels like it's going to be when the seatbelt sign goes off on the airplane when you've landed.
Yeah.
It's how freaking quickly you can get off.
Yeah.
Which
You-
I'm
you-
fine with because I'm that bastard that'll sit there. I'll wait. The fuckers can get off. Can all run to carousel together. I'll mooch behind.
See, I'm thinking about it as if you've just taken the dog to the park and you're about to let it off the lead because it can roam free.
And it's just
And it's like, it's pulling,
It knows it's nearly
pulling.
there.
Yeah, it's there. It's very excited. As soon as that thing comes off, it's like, boom.
See,
Gone.
it's more the getting ready. I just want the all together in here,
Yeah.
having a drink, getting ready.
Yeah.
I want the giddiness of the prep of a night out.
Yeah.
The thought of actually going out, I have zero desire for. I can't even lie to you because the thought of going to a bar to queue for 20 minutes to get a drink that's overpriced, probably a bit shit. No offence to any local bars, probably a bit shit. To then have to loll about, find a table or go to our table, kick some bastard off it who sat down and ignored the reserve sign. To then sit and wait for some decent tunes to come on and just put people near me. I'm not arsed. I'm not arsed, if I'm being honest.
there's two sides to me. I'm a bit like that where you describe it and I think, do you know what, I'm happy to stay in tier 3. But at the same time, the prep and the idea of it, but also about halfway through the night, I end up feeling like I'm Gloria Estefan, where the rhythm's got me.
Yeah.
So then I'm in.
See, I like that part, but when the
Yeah.
rhythm gets me, I nearly end up in A&E. That's
Yeah.
the difference. So I'm fearful because the last time we actually went out was this time last year, and I broke a finger, if we all remember rightly, which I never got treated. We just left it alone.
We did. We just ignored
I just strapped it up.
You didn't
So-
talk to it and it just carried on, calmed down like a dog. It calmed down.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you were on the floor a few times that day.
You were on form that night.
Yeah.
I think those are the things as well, is that the problem is that when you can't go out, you reminisce on how good those nights are.
Yeah.
And you don't, you rose tint glass all those things.
Well, you
Yeah.
forget all the shit bits.
You forget all the shit bits.
Yeah.
So
You forget the argument with the man sat at the table who refused to move.
And having him kicked out by the
Yeah.
bouncers. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
I forget about when I was salsering and I slipped and my foof, faff and head all smacked down at one fell swoop. I forget trying to
it
chat up
did.
multiple men, all of them being like,
Thinking
And
one
you
was
thinking
Justin
it was, yeah,
Timberlake.
Justin
Yeah.
Timberlake, Jude Law.
Yeah,
They were
Jude Law.
Yeah,
Jude
Did
Law
you-
from
did
The
you
Holiday.
Did you see Jude Law last night? No, it
Oh.
wasn't him.
But then,
No.
but then
We
it's
saw you
also when I
dancing
was
with
coming
Mr.
back
Humpty
from having a
Dumpty.
fag and snogging someone that I have no recollection
Yeah.
of. Genuinely no
I
memory
don't
of.
even think he had any recollection it was happening, to be honest.
No.
He didn't even get a chance to
No, he
swerve
didn't.
around.
He didn't.
But then
It was a great way for him
there's
to end
part
the
of me
night.
that's excited for a night out because now the dynamics will be very different.
Yeah.
Now it won't be me being that twat. It'll be Megan.
But you weren't a twat about it. That was what's so great.
No, the next morning the twat sign was just
Oh.
flashing in my internal mind. But that behaviour will now come from her.
Oh, I can't wait to watch it though.
I don't know if I'm ready for it. I don't know how it's going to come
I
out.
think the thing is that how your my single days at Meg's age
Yeah.
are very, very different to how Meg will experience this.
Yes.
So it's almost a bit. I'm a bit lost for words on how easier, I guess, because obviously Instagram and everything. We were talking about this earlier, weren't we? That I only had the maximum of 40 spaces. There was no Facebook or anything. It was very much you meet someone, you give them the eye, you think they're Justin Timberlake, you wake up and bang, they're nothing like it.
Yeah.
They're nothing like it.
Yeah.
So it's different. You almost. You've got a platform. It's like being on holiday and having the pictures of the menu in front of you before you go in.
Yeah.
You can decide where you want to go before you even go in.
Yeah.
You can have the holiday
Me and George,
planned.
we didn't have the pictures.
No.
We went in.
Yeah, we didn't have the pictures, but then by the time that I was, the last bout of being single, it was like I had the menu and the guys have the menu, but unfortunately they've been given the Greek ones and none of them are Greek. Do you know what I mean? They've got all the platforms, they've got everything to utilise in this experience, but all of them are of an age that they don't know how to use it, or they don't. So it was like.
What are we talking about now, by the way?
So it was like, so Maggie's got all the social media, she's got all the platforms. It's so easy to meet someone or suddenly be friends with them, to talk to them, to slowly get to know them, to find out who they are on that profile, this profile, that football club, others. You can investigate.
You find so much out about
You can give me a name and I can give you top 10 facts, family members within 5 minutes. I can give you a full report on someone in 5 minutes.
Where they went on holiday in 2006.
Yeah, exactly. Who the 3 ex-girlfriends are in chronological order, and where they are now, and who they're married to, and how many kids they've all got.
Yeah.
She's just got a Labrador, by the way, FYI. But when it was me, it was I had those platforms, I could use them, but the demographic of man that I was going for
didn't know how to use
them. They
them.
don't know how to use all those platforms. So it might be like they've got 2 pictures up from 2016 and now they can't log back in. Well, it's neither use nor ornament.
Or they're just dodgy as hell.
Oh, yeah.
They're just hiding.
Yeah.
It's just not good, is it?
Well, it's good for Maggie. She's got it the easiest world ever.
And look at her. It makes it easier.
At least now, when we go on a night out and we're fucking getting ignored between her and Emma, we can just be like, yeah, she's single, mate.
Yeah,
Boom!
yeah, off you
This
go.
is a whole new game now. Rather than trying to protect
we
the
don't have
innocent
to.
Megan, no, now it can be like, she just had a double Jane, crack on some.
Well, I'm actually wondering now if now we can. Sorry for any men, we are about to create a incredibly manipulative plan. We can say, oh, by the way, what's that? What's that? Rose that we really like.
Whispering
Angel.
Whispering
Yeah.
Angel. Do you
Yeah.
want to just bang a bottle over on the table
I was
then?
thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
We'll never have to pay for another drink.
No.
Thanks to you. So just remember, keep that foo single and we'll be all right.
The only thing is then, but you're going to have to then protect me.
We will, because we'll be the bodyguards.
Yeah.
Because after I've got the drink and
We've
I'm
got used
like,
to doing
I'll
that.
see you later.
No, you're not getting the drink, babe. We're getting the drink. We decide what level of drink they provide to whether or not they get through the door to speak to you.
Okay, that's fine. I feel very privileged.
So if they bring a glass of Prosecco, no, that's not good enough. You bring 4 glasses, still not good enough. It's got to be the bottle.
Yeah, like a moe.
You've got to make an effort.
You got to impress.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that could be a good test. You go choose the drink, then we decide whether or not you get to speak to our Megan.
Yeah. That would be fun.
We just place her on the top on a crown.
Yeah, I'll just sit a bit higher up on the chair.
We'll just stop her from doing the dancing, otherwise we'll never get any drinks. You won't be able to do any of those dancing.
No, I've got to find some sexier dance moves.
No, I actually think we're almost like, right, okay, when we're finished,
Then
had
let
enough to
her
drink, we'll let her free, Meg go dance. We're like, vroom, gone.
We want to have a bit of a group dance, so it's a bit too busy. Megan, just
Go in.
go and clear it
Off you
out
go.
a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, dancing.
I know, we should probably stop talking about it. Hopefully not too much longer.
All I get to do is naked dancing at home. I don't do the naked dancing. My kids do. So they've got the flashing lights thing and we turn the Sonos thing on and they do the dancing. And every so often they put a song on that I think, I could do this. Let's get a drink. Bath time now. I need my bits wiping. It really takes the edge off. It really takes the edge off.
Yeah.
I'll be there at the toilets on the night out. Does anyone want the bits wiping? Did we go into the
How you
topic or should we
doing?
go? Because I've just realised we've not even asked about how G is.
Yeah, ask how G is.
Because G's gone and got the teeth done. Because our Debs feels like she's got a bit of a plan set now, isn't she?
Yeah.
Well, oh, talk.
So I had, oh God, the dentist. Yes, right. So I had the last bit of my dentistry work done. And I was round at Deborah's. I were having a coffee just to be like, Mum, one appointment left, and she was like, I'm really proud of you, really proud of you because you've been going. It's going to
Yeah.
be worth it, and all the rest of it.
You actually turned up.
Yeah, you actually went.
Didn't go into hiding.
Yeah.
And paid for it.
No, well, I paid for this bit, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm really proud of you." And she kind of went off, and she like looks at the dog. She'll like look out over yonder, and then she kind of looked back at me. She was like, "I've been thinking, because, well, we're either going to get your wedding dress really cheap or free, aren't we? So I'm thinking that your wedding dress money, I'll just pay for your teeth to get done, because obviously I've got gappers in, haven't I? I've got the missing tooth.
Oh, yeah.
So mum's going to chuck that money towards me getting my teeth fixed."
What are you going to get? Veneers?
Oh, no, absolutely not. No, just to get that fixed, but that's very expensive.
Oh, is it?
Very expensive.
Should we
So-
work out how much a custom Martina would cost, and then you know how much you can get
Yeah.
down your teeth? Like a couple
Yeah.
of golds going in.
No, go on.
Bit of 50 cent.
No.
Big.
Because you can either have like a denture, which I could somewhat afford on my own, but then you can either have 2 crowns put on either side, which will then hold a false tooth, or you could have an implant put in. But to have an implant in, it would have to be drilled into my top jawbone, and then it would probably be a porcelain molar that would have to go in for it. But it'd be, to do that, it'd be recommended to go private because it'd come with a warranty, and it's a good few grand. Even a crown
Just
bridge,
to fill a gap up.
yeah, even a bridge crown, it's just over a grand, short of a grand.
Yeah, that's a good custom Martina.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll have to
plus
ma-
your teeth
yeah.
right and everything. 3 grand. There's your Martina.
yeah. But yeah, I went to the dentist. It was fine. It was my back wisdom tooth, lower jaw, right?
Has he given you more things? Is that also why Deb's, because there's more to come?
No. I don't have to go back for 6 months now.
Oh,
I got a well done. He was really proud of me, but it was just this last filling that we had to get done. But obviously, I went in and they kind of indulged me. It's him and Bella. We like have it. Bella's like the dental nurse. So we have like a little chit chat, and there's like.
Is he attractive?
Do you know what? If I was single, I'd try and chip a tooth to go back. I'm not gonna lie.
Can't be
yeah,
that
but
then.
hang on. There's George's level of attractiveness. So you going ooh doesn't. I would hold the ooh back until you see a picture, because you might go ooh.
I think that we just have very different types, don't we?
Well, yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
find. I know he looks like someone in my mind, but I'll try and find a picture of it because I can't put a name to it. He's not
Pollard.
bad.
Apollo.
No, he's not Pollard. He's not Pollard. There's okay. Anyway,
Have we ever talked about that?
yes, yeah,
Way back in like the single
way back in the early days.
podcast numbers.
If anyone hasn't listened to those, George got confused with Eric Pollard and Poldar. So described
Looks
her
like
perfect
Pollard.
man as Pollard. So now it's the in joke. Oh, he's really good looking. What does he look like? A bit of Eric Pollard. Anyway, sorry. So he's quite attractive.
Yeah, he was lovely, but he indulged me in a bit of a conversation. And then he was like, oh, I need to numb you up. I was like, all right, yeah, lovely. So I'm still chatting away to Bella, and he's like, open wide, goes in with his mirror. I was like, oh, he's just having a little chat round. I'm looking at Bella because she's telling her, bought a new house. She's very excited. She's moving down here. She bought a house down here. We're lovely. She's telling me about that. I'm focused on her. And Nathan comes in with the fucking strong arm syringe, and it goes straight into the hinge of your jaw for this filling. Straight in. So I'm like, and he's like, what? Are you all right? As he's still injecting me. He didn't stop for a heartbeat. He just
Oh
straight
no, he
in.
knew he wouldn't get anywhere near
He
again
wouldn't come
if
back
he took it
in.
back out. So
Pulled it out, and I was like, what the fuck was that? And he was like, what are you on about? I said we had to numb you up. And I was like, yeah, but normally you tell me you're going to put something in my mouth.
or it's a bit of a 3, 2. Oh, pardon. growl.
Which is perfectly timed. I think that was
I don't know if it was the 3, 2. I don't know.
One.
I don't know what brought it on.
Okay, so any future suitors, this is the podcast to listen to. That and episode 46.
Oh.
You know that's going to be the highlight. Oh, that is. The thing is, if that was me or George, we wouldn't have even reacted to it. It'd just been normal.
Oh, God.
That's great. So where were we at? 3, 2, 1.
It's
Go.
not even funny anymore. I've tried too many times with
She's
this
just
story.
stolen your thunder again.
I've tried this story too many times. I said some stuff. I made him blush. We got the tooth done.
What
High
did you
five.
say? What did you say that made him blush?
He was like, well, I thought I told you. And I was like, you can't just be putting stuff into my mouth. I was like, it's a good job that you make me laugh and that I know your first name, because otherwise this shit would be forming complaints. He didn't really know what to do with that. And then whilst we were waiting for it to know me, revealed where we lived, who we lived with. And I was like, so when are you going to grow up? So then me and Bella just went in and absolutely obliterated all self-confidence he had.
Oh.
In a nice way, though.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
worth
yeah,
it.
in a
Don't
nice
get me
way.
wrong. He's in a shared
Yeah.
house, but he's in Tapton. It's not like he suffers.
I absolutely love it when people tear my confidence. Favourite part of the day, isn't it?
I know when
Fuck
people
me.
live in shared houses, just going nowhere.
Oh, God.
That was just brilliant. That was brilliant. I just feel like I just need to just take a moment just to remember that in my head. Did that happen? Did that happen?
Oh, now
Yeah.
you've got picture proof, haven't you?
I've got visual and verbal proof. So we haven't really got time for a topic. So rather than a topic, let's just talk about what we're going to have for tea tonight, and then we can say bye-bye and go and eat.
Yes.
Because George, you've said earlier what you are having for tea. What are you having for tea?
Well, little Lord requested nachos last week. So with it being Thursday and his treat night, there are nachos at home. Although I've trusted
Just
Steve.
nachos on their own. Have you got like a beef on it?
Oh, yeah. Well, so he bulk made like a spag bolly thing
Like-
last
yeah.
night. But I don't know. I've left Steve in charge, so I'm very dubious if I'm being honest. I don't know.
Have you got
what
a
that's
backup plan for when you get home?
I mean, I can have yeah, I have. I don't know what Steve's eating.
Okay.
Are you going to have nachos with, and you're going to put the bolognese bits on?
I'll have
So
like
that makes it
loaded nachos.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
it soggy.
But I'll have like a
Oh, no,
loaded
it's
nachos.
amazing.
If you layer it right and then get it in the grill, you don't want it in
Yeah.
an oven because you don't want it to stay warm and juice up. You just want to fry the living shit out
And you
of
put
the
your
top.
nachos down, you do a layer of the meat or whatever, layer of the cheese, and then you put some more nachos on, you do another layer. You don't just pile it all on top in the middle. If you layer it.
Why is your bolognese
That's
sauce
a lasagna.
watery?
But it's not, it's nachos.
You got to cook the water off low heat for a long time, a couple hours.
I tend to just warm it in the microwave together.
What?
Because it'll just heat up, won't it, when the thing melts, and then it's dry, so it's not too soggy.
Right. No, I can't be dealing with this kind of microwave life. It's the first time Steve made me scrambled eggs, you know how he made them?
In the
In
microwave.
the fucking
No.
That's
microwave.
exactly-
No.
In a mug.
I had
Yeah.
no
No.
idea you made scrambled egg.
In a pan
In a
with
pan.
some butter.
The first time I've ever done that in my entire life was in this house, because I witnessed one of the housemates do it, and I thought, we're living this sophisticated lifestyle now, I'm going to have to try.
I nearly left him. Nearly left him.
You get a glass jug or a plastic jug, depending on what you have in your thing. You
Mug.
crack your eggs in, little
Berry,
bit of
berry.
milk, little bit of butter,
Meggy
salt
berry.
and pepper, whisk it together, stick it in the microwave, check it after a minute, whisk it again, put it back in, done, dry. Put it on
No,
your...
I nearly left
toast.
him.
Does it taste better in the pan than a microwave?
Yes.
No, didn't really make a difference to me, to be honest. It's drier in a microwave, which made it easier to fork.
Hang on a minute. Forking. You fork your scrambled eggs.
Yes. What would you use?
Well, yeah, I'd use a fork, but they
Yeah.
won't fork.
Yeah, you fork.
How?
It just picks up the egg and you can eat some egg and then you'll have a bite of toast.
See, my dad says that I kill scrambled eggs to a point where they look like they're going grey, but even mine, I can't fork them.
What are you doing?
I don't know. It's in a pan. But you know they turn when you've cooked them that much.
They go pale.
They go pale. It's like they've turned. And microwave eggs do
That's
that.
exactly what they do.
They turn.
No.
So if you're gonna fork a microwave, surely then it's congealed to such a point it's almost like a block.
Solid.
Yes,
It
and
is
then you
rubbery,
get
yeah, it's
and then
rubbery.
you get your fork and you go, and then it all crumbles and it's scrambled egg.
That's like
Like
dry
breadcrumbs.
cottage cheese.
Yes.
No.
Surely it's nicer and fluffier in a pan.
No, it was what's the right word?
No idea.
It was more liquefied.
Less cooked.
Yes. Yeah. It was just a bit watery. And
Mm.
it just reminded me of an omelette, and I thought I might as well just cook a frigging omelette. What's the point?
Do you cook an omelette on a pan or in the microwave?
On a pan? How would you cook an omelette in the microwave?
It's been known.
Oh,
You can do it.
cool.
Stay in the pan though. You're all right.
Okay.
So you're having nachos
Mm.
if Steve hasn't cooked them up, or it's microwave scrambled eggs.
No, I'll do like poached eggs or something. Poached eggs with a bit of hollandaise.
Oh.
That's her little whipped up.
That's her. Yeah. That's like plan C. That's just like I'll whip it up.
hollandaise. Do you make your own hollandaise?
I'd have to plan for that,
Oh yeah.
and I wouldn't even do the hollandaise. It'd just be a bit of salt and pepper.
What are you having then, Maggie?
I've tried to be really good, and I've started ordering from HelloFresh, which is basically where you choose your recipes and then it delivers it in like the bags of each recipe with the exact amount of ingredients you need and the recipe. And I was like, great, this will like teach me like to cook more interesting things and try more things, because it's hard buying bulk of stuff and then having to throw it away.
Yeah.
So chose my recipes last week, got delivered this week. But they don't do a single person amount. They only do for 2 people minimum. So, but I thought, I'll get 3 recipes, 2, for 2 people. So then like Monday, Tuesday, I'll split it and do that.
Yeah.
And do it that way. And then 6 days a week I'm covered. Can't be asked to cook. Really don't fancy what I've ordered. I had to place the order last Tuesday and I'm just not up for it anymore. So now I've
That's
got
like
2.
Steve with George when she does her plans for the week.
Yeah.
I can't decide. I like to decide on the day, and all I really want to do is go home and maybe cook a bit of pasta. But I know I've got fresh ingredients in the fridge and I can't waste all that food. I'm going to have to go home and I'm going to have to cook vegetables and everything, and I just don't fancy it. And I just wish I'd picked more interesting stuff, to be honest, because I thought I'd be good, I thought I'd be healthy, and I've picked like chicken and veg, and now all I really want is a burger. So I'm just really
Make a
not
chicken
looking forward
burger.
to tea.
You can make a chicken burger.
But what about the veg?
We can put it on the side.
Can't you? Why don't you slice up your chicken breast, cook that, chuck your veg in, wilt that down, cook it off, get some cream, bit of mustard, get some going in there, or a bit of creme fraiche or cream, or a bit of white wine. Do a bit of a muddled sauce with it. Bang that in with your pasta.
But I'm going to have loads of food then, aren't I?
Yes, but then you portion it up. So you're having it
Yeah,
for
but
your
she's
tea
got-
tonight.
she's
You're
got
going
a
to have
meal
it for your lunch.
She's got next night as well, isn't she?
Yeah, but then you'd have to have it for tea tonight and then your lunch tomorrow. Done.
What was the recipe? What was the meal?
I don't know. Chicken and veg, wasn't it? Something like that.
What are the other recipes? Can't you have something else?
Yeah, I ate the other chicken one.
What did
Chicken
you
on
order? Did you order
skewers.
chicken?
Chicken
And
on skewers, and that was quite nice, to be honest. But there was just a lot of food.
So we had chicken and veg and stuff. Chicken skewers.
Yeah, and then I've decided to really push the boat out and get lamb steak and veg.
Oh, cook yourself lamb steak. Nice hot griddle pan. Get that.
Is it easy? Is that going to be easy? you
Lamb?
reckon?
You don't have to get your timings right, but yeah, it's easy.
Okay.
It's like
It will
cooking a
tell you.
steak.
Surely it would tell you.
I'll attempt it.
Yeah, they cook. The HelloFresh comes with the cards, with the method cards.
I know.
You haven't even got to think.
You do.
You just got to read.
Yeah, but it's really confusing.
Why?
It's just
step
a
by
really long
step.
recipe. And then it's like, great, you grated cheese, put it to a side, and then I forget about it.
Yeah, but it will tell you next on what to do.
Put in the cheese. I ain't got any fucking cheese. There's nothing left in the bag. What are they talking about? So then I'll leave the cheese, and then I'll just find my little pot of grated cheese. There's so much.
But where are you putting it? It's on your counter.
Yeah, the counter's pretty big, and there's a lot of other counter space, and then I've run out of space, and then I've run out of bowls, and then I've run out of spoons, so then I'm using, like, I found this wooden stick that I was just mixing stuff with. don't know where it came from.
The poo stick.
I don't even know what it was. It was a very weird shape.
Oh, hold on. Was it that length? And then was it quite
big?
bulbous on the end?
Yeah.
It's honey. It's for honey.
How did you know that?
Because in my mind, I was
amazing.
like, if I can just get her to describe it.
Yeah, and it was flat and it was odd and it just looked like what you'd put a face mask on with. So it was just really confusing.
Flat.
I'm just,
I know,
yeah.
flat,
That's
so
not
it can't
honey.
be honey then.
It's
Yeah,
not flat.
flat.
Spatula.
Maybe it's just a small spatula then.
Oh, what's the point?
Well, so you obviously found it useful.
Oh, yeah, because I ran out of other spoons.
How
And
can
if
you
I-
run out of
and if
spoons?
I-
Wash the spoon that you're using. Wash it, tea towel.
No, because I have to.
Straight back
because
in.
it's really frustrating because it's like, mix this, mix it, right, put it to a side.
Yeah.
There's no one
Gotta
shouting at
wait
you to
for
do it.
later. Gotta wait
Gordon
for later.
Ramsay ain't
And then I
there.
can't use that same spoon because I know for one I'm going to have to use the spoon to spoon that stuff out. So I might as well keep the spoon with the already
No,
mixtures that's
no,
already
you-
contaminated. But then we have a dishwasher. But I know if I open that dishwasher, I'm going to have to get it out. I'm going to have to put it all away.
Why? But
It's
why
just
don't you
'cause
just wash
it's
it in the
etiquette,
sink?
innit? It's etiquette to open the dishwasher and get a spoon out. I
Just
can't
wash your
open-
spoon in the sink.
But then I'd have to keep going back.
You have to keep washing your spoon
Oh.
to minimise your impact on the cleaning.
Yeah, I might try that.
Well, either that or you've got to use weird random utensils.
Yeah.
Next, she'll be using the pool cue because she's run out of things.
Just the Sky remote. Mate, why does it keep changing channel? I've got no idea. Where's the remote? Megan in the background. What's these eggs?
Oh, so I've tried to be good, but really I'm just bored of it already. And
How long have you had it for?
Since Monday, I've only done one.
You can't be bored of it.
I am. It's too much pressure. It's telling me what to do in life, and I just don't want that.
You're free and single.
Yeah,
You don't want the commitment.
I don't need that. I'm an
Don't
independent woman.
I want to use whatever spoons. If I want to use one spoon, I'll use
Yeah.
one spoon,
If I want a greedy Greek after work, I want to get a greedy Greek.
regardless.
But then I have to go home. I have to open my fridge, and it'll just be staring at me, being like,
Hello,
"You've just fucking
fucking
wasted
fresh.
this." Yeah. So
Why
I've
don't you ask someone else wants it with you?
I've paid for it.
You know full well you're not going home to eat those lamb chops.
I'm gonna have to.
Please do me a solid. If you don't,
Bring them in tomorrow.
bring them in tomorrow. Put that meal into a carrier bag and bring it in tomorrow.
She's now absolved herself because that now means you've got a whole lot of HelloFresh and all those cards because she's going for a burger tonight now.
No, I'm gonna try and go home and do it.
I'm going to try and go home. Like it's a struggle. Like there's people on the street just throwing burgers at your windshield.
Don't do it. I don't need the fast food.
Go into my car. No.
Excuse me, miss. I don't care what the fries say.
No, I've got to be good. I've got to be healthy. I've got to, save money.
Well, to be fair, you got a temple to look after now because
I've got to look after myself, haven't I?
the pressure. That's the pressure.
Oh,
of being
honestly, I
single.
can't deal with this pressure. Can't actually
It's not
deal with this
HelloFresh.
pressure.
It's the burgers in her face.
Genuinely, ordered healthy stuff with that in mind and being like, you'll be really happy with yourself doing this. And now I just frigging hate previous Meg. She's made bad decisions.
Previous Meg from Monday.
Monday,
No,
Meg.
Meg from last Tuesday when she placed the chuff in order.
Oh,
I was
Tuesday,
a different
Meg.
I was a different person last week. I was a different person. I wanted to change myself and I wanted to be healthy. Not that person anymore.
Now you're just angry Meg.
Now I'm really angry. So do you know what I've done? I've just cancelled my order for next week so that I'm free.
Do you know what will happen next week? It won't
She'll
get delivered
fancy
and she'll be lonely.
She'll fancy those lamb
Yeah.
chops.
I'll be going to Sainsbury's and being like, can I have this thing of chicken?
Well, she'll just be annoyed because she now has to choose her options.
Yeah.
In the
Can I have the chicken?
Don't need it all. It's really nice though. Came with a little cube of cheese. But I've not used one of the cubes of cheese because it's like a cheddar thing. And it's like, if you got it like on a plane, where you cheese and crackers if you get food, got food on a plane, and it'd be like a mini block of cheese. I just took it upstairs to put in my bedside drawer. So if I fancy some cheese.
as a little snack.
Snack
The one food you shouldn't eat when you're about to go to
A
sleep.
snackety doodles.
And you put that in your bedside drawer.
Just for if I need it.
When do you need
I
it?
don't know, I just might fancy some cheese.
You shouldn't eat cheese when you're about to sleep.
This is why when she was doing her HelloFresh order, when she was making it, she'd lost the piece of cheese because she took it upstairs and put it in a bedside cabinet.
I
Next to
know.
a flannels.
Where's my cheese? It's next to my flannels. I'm upstairs.
Why don't you, do you know if you shop at M&S, they sell single chicken breasts and single fillets of salmon.
they?
Do single portions
Oh,
of
I
stuff.
don't think I can afford M&S prices.
You can. If I could have, you can easily.
Yeah, I might.
Free yourself
Yeah.
from the burden of HelloFresh.
Yeah.
What do you do in the evenings then? Like instead of spending 45 minutes cooking, what's an evening look like?
I don't know. I don't know how I keep myself so busy, to be honest. Joe, I can just watch Netflix.
There we are.
Okay.
There we are.
Yeah. I don't know. Time passes so quickly.
When you're beautiful like you are, Meg, you don't need stresses in your life.
Don't need time.
No.
No
Or
cooking.
planned meals.
Meals.
Having to worry about all those spoons and that weird honey or spatula thing.
I think it's from a fondue. No.
Oh, it could be.
Just
Cheese
take a picture of
fondue.
it. Take a picture
Yeah, I
of it.
will.
And we
What's
can
it
do a
called?
flash.
Yeah.
Raclette.
It actually
Yes.
has
I think it's from a
a
raclette
sharp
set.
bit on the other end as well.
What?
Huh?
Never
Like
said
almost
that.
like a knife.
Oh.
I'll take a picture
Oh,
of it.
wow.
I'll show you.
I'm gonna vote for a bit of a like a double-sided scalpel. Do you know what I mean? Quite a rectangle shape, and one side's quite sharp. Sometimes used for
Wood.
ginger and stuff. Oh, is it wood?
Yeah,
Yeah,
wood.
yes, wood, yeah.
Yeah.
Wood.
Is it Is it like a bit of a mash? Is it a blade? Is it flat?
The whole thing's flat.
We also have to remember this is Megan describing
Wood
it.
is flat. Wood.
I
generally
wonder.
flat.
Show me the thickest flat bit. Show me how big that is with
Sorry,
your
the
fingers.
thicker
flat bit.
Probably about that. So then it's like basically.
Do you know what
it's
that is?
like
It's a skewer off the end of a fucking chicken skewer. You know when you get the skewers
No,
and it's a
not that
skewer and it's
thin.
got like a bit
No,
of a.
it's
A
not
tab.
that thin. It's
A
not
tab.
that thin.
How
It's
big is
flat, so it's like so then.
Understood.
Very
that.
flat.
it? Is the-
So there'd be a
She's getting
slightly
annoyed now.
bigger
like the earth, it is flat.
rectangle,
Yes.
And then it'd go to a slightly thinner thing, but the thinner bit would probably be the size of like my fattest finger.
Or your toe.
No.
Not as long as that.
I am
So then it would go thinner again, and then it'd just go off like a knife at the end.
a
But
knife.
it was all flat. Like
Take a
really-
picture because I have a
Wood.
distinct idea that this might not be
I don't
how
think this-
she's describing it.
No.
I'm sure it is. I only used it on Monday.
And it would just be a bamboo spatula.
I have an awful feeling
It's
this
not
is going to be
spatula.
something from like a self-home wax kit
Oh,
that
yeah.
for some reason has just made its way into the kitchen. You know how these things do.
Oh.
Or just a cheap takeaway thing that's been kept.
potentially. Oh, takeaway.
I think you're getting chops tomorrow, babe.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like I am. I'll have them on
I'll be so
Saturday.
disappointed in myself.
Why? But you're rebelling against the Meg that you don't like.
Yeah, true. She'll never do that again, will she?
No,
No.
so have I. There we are. She'll talk to herself
We'll
all the
see.
way home.
I'm going to really push myself to do it.
What you doing, the lamb chops?
Pretty sure there's like asparagus in there. I don't even fucking like asparagus. Just stinks.
Asparagus. Such a
Asparagus.
asparagus is such a.
What was that Meg thinking last week?
Oh, I know. I just thought I'd be a better person.
But it just doesn't work out.
It's
No.
therapeutic. Go home, pour a glass of wine, get everything ready.
That's
start
you. That's not
cooking.
that's not me and Meg. We're not like that.
You find your rhythm with it.
I think if I was in my own place, I would. But I think
No,
because
you
it's a shared
wouldn't.
place, I would. If I lived on my own, I would go and I'd do the proper cooking and all of that. I'd spend the time in the kitchen because it's a shared kitchen. You don't feel like you can do that. Like I have to sit there at the door, and if I'll be like, right, I'm gonna go down and make it in 5 minutes, and then someone will go past my door, and then I'll
You
hear
go
them
in,
doing
you
all the
go in, and you
Can't.
can your
There's
own
not enough
space.
room for both
I'm
of
with
us.
Meg.
No, you just
And then
go
as
in.
well,
I'm with
Meg.
you've got
I'm
to
not.
talk to him.
Yeah, I'm like Gordon
Oh,
fucking
no,
Ramsay.
I
I'm in
agree.
there
You
and
know
I
what
bang
mean?
stuff
You've
around.
got to sit there and
I
you'd be like,
burger it up and go upstairs.
Yeah, I change my mind. I go there, I get the Special K, pour a bit of Special K in, and then I just fill my gown pockets up with snacks.
With your cheese.
Yeah.
You've got your cheese
Yeah.
upstairs, so you're full.
The more I bring up, the less often I have to go down.
Antisocial housemate.
That dressing
Yeah.
gown is fantastic, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's brilliant.
It solved her problems with her poo thins.
Yeah.
How is that, by the way?
Yeah, great. I got some VIP.
So we're just sorted now.
Yeah.
Did your mum have to buy it for you? Did you go and buy
Yeah,
it?
yeah. It's like an advent calendar that she like does, but rather than chocolate, because she knows I like to die.
You got Vipoos.
She gives me like a household or something, like an object that I think would find useful.
So you've used 3 days so far. So you've got a Vipoo.
Well, she forgot about one of the days.
Huh?
No, sorry. I opened it because I was hungry. Last week.
That fucking Meg again. Last week's Meg has
Really
caused
annoyed.
havoc.
I know. So basically, I've left day one. No, I've opened day one. It was a word search book, which was nice.
Bit of context, what are you talking about?
Her advent calendar that her mum's made
Yeah.
her.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that look like? Is it quite big?
It's just a box with wrapped up individual with numbers on. So
Okay.
each day I'll open one. Last year I got like a ball of string and stuff.
Pardon?
Just things that you might need that you just don't think about buying for yourself. And then there'll be like one day it'll be like a bar of chocolate, so I can have a bar of chocolate. And today it was VIP.
Nice.
What was the best one from last year's advent calendar?
A like cleaning hamper. So it's like Zaflora and bits. You
And
know,
that was for one day.
Yeah.
That's a good advert. Blimey,
yeah.
What was
Yeah.
the worst one?
the
The ball of string.
No,
a
probably the
weird-
ball of plastics. What are they called?
Rubber bands.
Yeah, them.
What?
That was amazing.
Because George has worked with Meg for too long. there is a lot of this where she describes something, and well, I'm the
She
same.
knows.
So George literally has to live her life with weird sign language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what I
Samana,
meant.
hamana, himina. Ah, that's exactly which one it is.
Sometimes I don't even think of sentences. I just think, oh, let's see what we can get out today.
Have we done that? Yes, we have. And that, yes. And have you got that? Yes. Have
Yeah.
you sorted? Yes, we've done it. Okay,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Brilliant.
That's basically the conversations we have usually, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of sign language.
We're not certified in sign language, though. Before, if anyone's
It's not.
listening
It's
to
not
this,
a normal.
and you
time.
think, "Oh, that'd be helpful in your appointment,"
No.
no.
No. It's worse when you realise that you're not, that people are watching you when you do when we do the weird things to each other. Can you do
Yeah.
that and they get the and the
Oh,
win and
we
the
have to
gin?
apologise all the time, don't we? Because we'll just have conversations. So we'll be like, da-da, waffle dress. Da-da-da.
Yeah, it's when we're
And
going.
then we're like, really sorry, this is the best.
It's when we're
because
going
the
to dress
descriptions-
code.
It's also
Yeah.
because the descriptions, like
Yeah.
for example, can you go and get dick dress? You don't actually obviously
Yeah.
say ever. We never
You know
said
the one with the dragon face.
Yeah,
Dragon
the
face.
dragon
The
face
dragon
dress.
face. Yeah.
High dragon face.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the low dragon face. It's the high dragon face.
Wait, can you go? And, have you got the?
Yeah.
And you're like, is that a fire sign emoji or does she mean floral lace?
Oh, you describe sorry.
Do it,
You,
and you're like, you know the one with.
Where the
yeah.
Yeah, with the.
Can you go and get the essence dress? You know the essence dress.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's that one? No, not the one. The one.
French Renaissance.
Yeah.
That's the
Frou
one,
Magoo
Yeah.
with the sleeves.
one with flowers. You know the big flowers. Big flowers. So bad. We should learn the names. We really should.
But we know which ones we're talking
We
about.
do, which is the best way.
That's the best way.
It's the best way.
It's just I guess the problem is that we don't actually really describe them very nicely. So you're
But I
you
feel like
bring
it's very
some-
ambiguous though. So then you can see them looking at each other and they're like, "What the fuck's are kicking off here? What's about to come in this room?"
Yeah.
And you bring it in, they're like,
But that's why we had to get rid
Yeah.
of dick dress.
"Yeah."
Yeah.
We never sold dick dress, by the way. I'm just saying.
None
It
of
was-
you have ever had it.
No one has ever experienced that. But it was more. There were moments when we had the dress, and I feel like we have to explain why we called it that dress, and it was just because there were patterns on the dress that had a veiny look about them.
Yeah.
And
the
it was
colour.
positioned, to be
And the
fair,
colour.
it was
Yeah.
positioned right where that area would
Yeah.
start. So it was almost pubescent and then it dropped into a massive schlong of detail.
And what did we do with dick dress? Did we pull it apart?
I think
I think it
we
went to,
used bits and bobs.
Did it go bits?
Yeah.
Went
I think we
bits?
used, yeah. It was just we used bits.
It
I
went
think we
into
like used buttons and
we
bits.
just
and
took the beading off, and
Oh.
it got
Long-lived
recycled.
dick dress.
Yes.
Yeah, there's little bits of dick dress on everything.
There was like a little bit of dick everywhere. Everyone loves a little bit of dick
Dick to
everywhere.
back.
Dick to back.
Dick dress for
Just
you.
dick to back. Was the moment I think there was I think it was one of you that actually said, "Can you go and get me a dick dress?" What? You go and get me dick dress. And it was a bit because obviously it was no one knew the codes on those.
No.
Yeah.
You don't learn the
no
codes when we've
reason to
labelled
know.
them. So I do remember you dick dress. I'm like, what? Dick dress. Oh. Yeah. Never got sold though.
No, I think we ruined it for ourselves.
Yeah. I do wonder if when things like that happen though, that they just don't want to be rude and they see it too.
Maybe.
I hope they see it.
Yeah.
It's worse when you go watching and you go viewing and you see the patterns and you're like, the designer comes up and you say, why aren't you having that dress? It's amazing. Like, no, because there's a big phallus image on it. And then they see it. And they see it.
Yeah.
And then they question
They
their
can
entire
never-
design
and
team.
They can never,
And then you're like,
never
oh,
unsee it.
someone's about to get fired.
It's a bit like the cartoons when you in the 70s. We were like, did they see that and they were playing a joke on us? Sexually frustrated designers.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh dear. Right. I want my dinner.
are we
This has
done?
gone way over. Yeah.
Are you going to go for a burger or what are you doing, Meg? What are you going to do?
Don't know why I'm looking at my clock. It's not even right time.
The clock is not the right time. What time do you think it
Hang
is?
on, why haven't you got the clock on the right time?
7 minutes to 8.
No, absolutely not, mate.
Why have you not got the clock on the right time? Why are you wearing a clock that
Because I
hasn't got the right time?
can't.
It's not
My
quite a
nails
clock,
don't
it's a watch.
allow me to pull the thing out.
But why are you wearing it then?
That's for showing it.
Oh, okay. But are you hiding it? I didn't even know you were wearing a clock.
I just feel better when I have something on.
Okay.
I've got one that works fine. It's fine. I'll wear that on Saturday when I need.
I love these portable clocks. They're just so fantastic.
So it's the future.
These modern timepieces.
Oh.
Right.
Well, thank you for listening. And I hope we've not made you too hungry if you're listening in the morning or you're trying to eat healthily. Be like last Tuesday's Meg.
Yeah, be better.
Anyone that's listening, she did a weird sign of solidarity. Solidarity. I
We're in
can't
this
even
together.
speak.
Solidarity. It's fine.
Solidarity.
Clap us down.
Just clap the sound, Meg. We'll go.